Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Good evening, how are you? Or I guess good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are. I am back with another stream. We're gonna be checking out some itch.io games. They, as you can see in my chat, they have a Ukrainian bundle on right now. It's just under 1,000 games with a minimum donation of $10. That's a pretty good value. There's also one going on right now for trans rights in Texas. Go check that one out as well if you like tabletop games. That is a tabletop bundle. But we're going to be checking out a couple from the Ukraine one because that's what I programmed for tonight, and we're going to try and experiment a little later on with a tabletop game, so stay tuned. As always, I'm going to get my little plugs out of the way. My social media are down here. Ooh, that hurt. My social medias are down there. You can follow me on any of those. Hit me up. I always am down for a conversation, so those are usually the best places to find me. I got a follower goal over here. I got a couple things planned for if that goes well. And hopefully we'll be able to, get some things going with this. But I have rambled on long enough. Let's say we get into it. Alright, first one we're going to be checking out is one called Nightcall. I've actually been wanting to play this for a while. It's a game my brother brought up to my attention. I saw it in that bundle. So I figured I'd grab it. You are a cabbie, and I believe you're trying to solve a mystery. I'm going into these as cold as I possibly can. I did fire up all these to make sure they work, but I didn't play much of them. So we'll see if these are any good. Let's do a new game and get a move on. I gotta say, I love the art style already. Choose investigation. The Zhuz. Victims have all something in common. And the motives seem clear. But which suspect could have done it? Balanced case, perfect for a first run. Angel of Death. Random victims, unknown motive, weird case. Slightly more difficult than the others. The Sandman. Victims may feel random at first, but there's a connection. Yet the motives might be hard to find. Dark and twisted case. Surprise investigation. The game will randomly pick an unsolved investigation. Random investigation all. The game will randomly pick an investigation no matter if solved or unsolved. Well, this is my first time looking at it, so we're gonna let's go ahead and do the Zhuz. Who's the difficulty? Money will be easy to get. The investigation will be easier. Every action will take less time. For a similar experience. Hard. Money will be tighter. The investigation will be harder to solve. Every action will cost more time. For more of a challenging experience. Let's go with balanced. Apparently, it's the way Nightcall was designed. So let's see how this goes. I enjoy a good mystery game. We'll see if it crashes immediately upon selecting stuff. Give me one moment while I bring that back up. Because I don't know why it crashed. No. Does Capture want to grab it? There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and try that again. Shall we? I mean, this one, random, is a little bit of a... Or, not random. This one's a little less random because this was on Game Pass. Like, it's more of a known quantity. So, I don't think this one's as much of a, nearly as much of a, or as indie as it's going to get or could get. Like, this was apparently made with many people, so we're starting off with this. Honestly, wasn't my pick for the one that I thought would crash. But, what are you gonna do? It's live television, people. I got nice hot coffee today. Not that cold Wawa coffee I had last week. Ooh. Is it? It's a bit chilly here today. I don't know what the temperature actually got to today. Doctor. Here. Sir. Can hear me? Or do I need to speak up? Yes, speak up. Is this okay with you? Is my voice loud enough? Also, that reminded me, if there's any audio problems, let me know. I can adjust things on the fly and make it a better experience for you. So, is this okay with you? Is my voice loud enough? Yes, it's fine. She takes a deep breath. I got a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of reading today. Sight reading can be difficult, so, you know. There's an auto mode. I'm going to go at just my own speed. Sure, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word boundaries. The word boundaries. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Doctor. Yes. You were the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. Also, I'm going to do a disclaimer here. I don't know anything about these games. This is totally blind. Like, I'll try to give you all a heads up as I can for any kind of trigger warnings or anything that looks like it's going that way. This one, obviously, you know, serial killer and whatnot. If that's the thing that bothers you, like, come back in a half an hour or so. Like, I can only imagine this investigation game about a cab driver is going to involve that. So, I'm sorry if, you know, I can't get them too quickly, but, you know. You are aware a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. Can't imagine there's too much in the stomach. You don't really eat solid food in a coma. The Zhuz, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and, in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced. Her voice becomes more distant, fades. You taste bile at the back of your throat. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It's incredibly painful. I'm sorry? Did they catch the Zhuz? No. Alright, let's go with who am I more concerned about? I'm interested in the passenger. He was dead before you got out of your cab. Wow. That's a bedside manner there, Doc. The doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who survived the Zhuz. Noises in the hallway attract your attention. You try to turn your head, to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care he's the only witness. Another female voice joins in. A strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue. Some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. Feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later. Night 1. Alright, what do we do? Boss, well, look, I've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Boss, are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two, without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. I'm listening. That's how I would react. I'm gonna play it how I would react. Okay. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. I want to hear his story. I haven't heard it 1,000 times. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me. Oh, Mr. Big Shot, 45 employees. That's mean. I don't know the comings and goings of the taxi cab industry in Paris. His hands flutter in the air. Seemed appropriate. Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard. The meter. The GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. I'm going to go with that because it sounds a whole lot like them trying to funnel me into a tutorial, and I don't know what's happening. Right. Then, well, first the map. You spot potential customers and try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers and... His voice trails off, as if searching for the right word. And that's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Oh, right. No overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules and regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. Man, don't tell that to an American truck driver. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're going to do a good job. That's the kind of positive reinforcement you need from a boss. Let's figure out what's the matter. Your boss keeps quiet for a while, as if he's hesitant to speak. And then, I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back. For you. What do you... Because there is a lot I want to know about that statement. Who's we? How does he know who I am? Actually, it's just those two. Maybe it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then say nothing's obvious. I'm more interested in the we part. Your colleagues. I do. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Alright, good night, have a good evening. You can count on me. Have a good evening, something I say often. Oh. Well, the sarcasm in his voice is palpable. Right. You have a good evening, too. He'll spend the rest of the night dealing with problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Your boss opens the door and exits the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment, then turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sounds a tingle. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you missed that feeling. Back to the night shift. Back to life. Despite the attack. Despite it all. I feel like I probably shouldn't have clicked this fast. Alright. Well. Give me any info on these bears? Is that a person? Alright, so we have a beach ball. Some lady. I think that guy's the closest, so we'll click on him. Go and pick him up. Sweet stats, bro. 1296. I have no bearer for. You pull up in front of the American Embassy. Ooh. You can't recall ever picking up a customer here. They probably have a fleet of their own. Or a contract with a private company. The door opens. You take an immediate liking to the guy who gets in. I mean, he looks a bit rough. Like, actually, he looks like a guy he used to work with. He looks like this dude Ebb, who I used to work with. Door opens. You take an immediate liking to the guy who gets in. You find him somehow reassuring, like a lost tourist. He babbles something in English. You have to listen hard to make out the address. Milo. Sorry, I'm just back in Paris. I've forgotten my manners. He flashes you a sparkling smile, his voice tinged with a slight American accent. You turn the key in the ignition. Thanks, pal. What's your name? You're surprised to hear him use the familiar to form straight off the bat. What's it to you? Just be real aggressive. Nice to meet you, Hussein. I think that's how you say that. He stares at you intently for a moment. My name is... He nods slowly, as if disheartened. If I reveal my name, I'll be left with no other choice. I'll have to kill you. Bro, not a joke to make right now. He pauses way too long to be joking. His face darkens. It's a different man in the seat behind you. Then, his face creases into a grin. Hey, amigo, I'm joking. I work for the CIA, that's all. So, little pro tip for y'all. Just because somebody works for the CIA doesn't mean they're anybody special. The CIA employs a lot of people who don't do, like, super secret special agent crap. I'll continue on that. Yeah, the CIA. You know, Jason Bourne and all that. The spy business. You're a spy? Yeah, you could say that. Is that why your French is so good? I speak 8 other languages, too. You give a low whistle. Sorry, headphone listeners. Give a low whistle. Not bad for a Yankee, eh? He bursts into laughter. No wonder I'm a spy, eh, amigo? I really likes using the term amigo. Then again, I hate boss people, so what do I know? He slumps back in his seat a little, as if he'd been knocked in the head. I've been overdoing it a little lately. Doctor tells me I need to lay off the booze, or I won't make it through the year. His hand flutters nervously in the air. Zazz hands every time, just... I was speaking Spanish all day. I've got a splitting headache. My buddy from Cuba and me, we were at this meeting. Went on forever. Your Cuban friend? What kind of meeting? What kind of meeting? I feel like that would deal. Oh, that. Can't talk about that, amigo. But tomorrow, you'll hear something on the radio. You'll say to yourself, of course, it's Milo. He's the one. And you'll be right. I will be. I'll give you a clue, though. It has to do with Cuba. He gives a strange sigh. A faraway look in his eyes. We should have kept Cuba. Oof. Not a good look nowadays, bro. Kept Cuba? Yeah, like 100 years ago, it belonged to the good old US of A. Didn't you know? I mean, it wasn't exactly ours. But it was sort of. It's not really ours. You know what I mean? You give a nod. We helped them gain independence. Gave them a lot of help, in fact. Military, boats. Those were the good old days. I hate that fallacy of the good old days. The good old days is a fallacy of, like, for certain people, it was the good old days. All of a sudden, his sudden bellow of laughter gives you quite a start. Yo, how's it going, Chestoon? How are you today? I bet you don't even know all American... I'm not even going to try that word. Move there. Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Italians, you know what I mean? Like in the movies. Don Corleone and all that. Costa Nostra had casinos there in the 50s. Kind of was a thing, though. How's your weekend been? We're playing some indie games tonight. You know, you could go for the weekend, fat wad of cash, changing hands all. The 1940s, boy. They sure were good old days. The entire decade was. I'm gonna go and say nothing. I wasn't even born then, you're thinking. Well, you just stop your snickering. You hadn't buzzed an inch. When I first joined the company, the old-timers, that's all they ever talked about. The good old days, the suits, the big cars, how'd they get back to Miami on Monday morning, go straight into the office. I missed out on all that. His eyes are half closed, his voice thick with emotion. But today, that's a thing of the past now. Today, we make plans and preparations. Oh, plans and presentations. We produce statistics and spreadsheets. He's staring at you intently. We take turns. My turn one day, yours the next. It's not the same anymore. You have to change with the times, or retire, and blow all your savings on booze. What do you do exactly? I'm a government facilitator. I help people make the right choices by getting rid of the competition. That's a tall claim. Believe me, and this coming from an American, nobody likes competition. I mean, true, but competition's not bad. Competition is just a way of getting people all worked up. It keeps them busy. Control is what it's really all about. He taps you on the shoulder. Last stop, amigo. You pull over. The street is dark and lifeless, perfectly quiet. See that little side street over there? You nod yes. The best bar in Paris is on it. It's run by Venezuelans. The owner, he could have been finance minister, you know? But instead, he runs the best joint in town. All because the CIA prefers meetings and spreadsheets. Tough luck for the Venezuelans. So much better for me. His roar of laughter nearly pierces your eardrum. He gets out of the cab and shakes your hand, handing you the fare and then some. Your eyes follow his bulky form as it crosses the street and turns into the dark alley. You sit there for a minute, somewhat confused. He's a strange one. Not all that unpleasant, really, and yet utterly vile. You start the cab up. All right. We'll take that. And who's nearby? Let's... Alright, we would have to turn around to get her, so we're going to go down and grab her. Got like a whole timing thing. The trip to the airport is nicer. Oh, I missed that. We're going to Le Pré Gravage, right behind LaVille. That's a big fare. Just go ahead and take that. People exiting a downtown theater. 2 passengers climb into your cab. They look a lot alike. No doubt mother and son. Get you guys a little bow tie. Their faces have the same sweet expression. Their eyes, too. You say hello. They say hello to you. Mother gives you an address and you start the cab. You look in the rearview mirror. Something seems to be bothering them. Let's break the ice. What did you see? She looks at her son, wondering if she should answer. An opera. A very beautiful opera. My son's favorite. He doesn't dare look up. He's already a huge opera fan at his age. She gives you a faint smile, as if to say, conversation over. You say nothing and focus on the road. It's not very late. There are still a lot of cars out. Traffic is slow. A few minutes later, she starts speaking to her son, her voice quiet, apologetic. I've been thinking about what you said, and I want you to know I love you. I don't know what to say in there. I was surprised. I'd suspected it, but we can talk about it later if you want. Do you want to talk to your father? A pause. He casts a glance into the rearview mirror, but you're concentrating on the road. No, not right away. Another pause. I'm worried he'll take it badly. She jumps in almost immediately. I didn't take it badly, you know? Their names are too similar for my liking. Like, Sylvie and Sullivan? Or Solvane? I know, Mom, I know. I didn't realize it was going back and forth at first. She glances at you. Smile. As if you had given her the go-ahead, the mother nods. You know, I'm really proud of you, really. He sighs. Mom, there's nothing to be proud of. Yes, there is. I mean, I'm proud of you. I'm sure you are going to turn out to be a beautiful person. He sighs again. Mom, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. Being... He practically spits the word out. Gay doesn't make you a nice person. It doesn't make you beautiful or intelligent or anything at all. But it does make you honest. No, not even that. It has nothing to do with honesty. It's like saying being blonde means you are honest. You know that's what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry, you don't want to understand me. I'm just trying to tell you I'm happy at you. She nods her head, then starts over. I only hope you don't regret talking to me about it. He rolls his eyes. He's getting impatient. No, of course I don't. Why would I regret it? I'm just a little nervous, that's all. I think I didn't know what to expect. Is that why you don't want to talk to me? Is that why you don't want to talk to your father about it? I don't want to talk to Dad because he isn't going to understand. I wanted him to come to the opera tonight. He preferred to stay home. He let out a short laugh. Not really his cup of tea, you know? He's not at all amused. Well, I would have liked him to come anyhow. He never makes an effort for me. Or for you, for that matter. That's enough. I've already told you, you are too hard on your father. The teenager withdraws. He works hard. He doesn't have a lot of free time. Ooh, this conversation is, not one you should have with a cabbie just hanging out. He spends his free time playing tennis. He needs to relax. His work is very stressful. He's short-tempered and preoccupied. But he doesn't mean any harm. That's not good. Like, none of that's good. A pause. He has no problem with homosexuals, you know. Oh, Jesus. The teenager can't help saying through clenched teeth, I would hope so. The mother is reluctant to talk. The glistening in her eyes is hard to make out. Sometimes you forget we aren't from the same generation. It's not a generational thing. It's really not. Like, be accepting of your kid. Like, you're trying, I guess. Like, what is it from Twin Peaks? Change your heart or die? Like, stuff changes, new information happens, like, adapt. We grew up in another era. Your father grew up in a house. He finishes the sentence for her. I know, without a TV, without a radio, and without internet, right? It's a conversation they've had before. Both passengers sigh. Like, that doesn't really... I do like how I can play this entire game with one hand. Like, the cab is nearing their address. Look, it looks... I can talk to him if you want. No, absolutely not. I'll talk to him myself when I feel like talking to him. Fine, but I just want you to know I'm there for you if you need me. I know. She stares at him for a second or two without speaking. Come on, cut it out. It's embarrassing. I'm happy, that's all. I want to remember tonight. I saw you during the opera. You never even looked at the stage. Of course I didn't. You seemed so happy. I was relieved. I know it's going to make you mad, but I'm so proud of you. The adolescent sighs. You pull up to a modern building. The teenager gets out immediately. Mother pays for the ride, then says softly, sorry it was a little complicated tonight. I'm going to reaffirm her, like the supportive bit of that, and you have every right to be proud. Hell yeah. Thank you. Truth is, I didn't know how to react. I was worried I'd say something stupid, hurt his feelings. He's still a child. She stops short. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Because it's a video game and you're talking to the player, and the teenager knocks on the door. Are you coming or what? She glances over at you, then adds quietly, thank you. The mother gets out of the cab in turn, her son waiting for her by the door to the building. I think you have the keys, right? Just a minute, hold on. They disappear into the lobby, you drive away. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Something's happening, y'all. Bus it. Having a good night? I'm sorry I'm butchering these names. Like, I took French, but I don't speak French, so, like, I'm trying, y'all. For a second, you freeze. One of the cops working the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks, I've been saying to myself, there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over. Spoke to my fellow cops about it. Because I was sure you lied to us. I don't know if we lied or not. Like, I feel something about like an unreliable narrator is like pinging in my head about this. She has a cold sneer in her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. Good. It would have been weird if I almost murdered myself. She squints, like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he has a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17, an icy chill fills your gut. And for murder, too. Oh, shit. that took a left. Where's a cab driver? Like, you open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you've kept a low profile. But you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they got word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Officer, do not blow up my spot. Like, I'm clearly not the serial killer you're looking for, because almost died. Like, I've been out of trouble since 17. Like, dude's clearly older. Like, maybe, you know, let go of this particular bone? Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like the guy who fights for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. Christ. So I'll give you info, victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a gagging noise. I'll never do that again. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, dig around. I'm not a cop. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and to deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman. Am I, though? You're just here to get me more information. She rummages around in her pocket for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days, just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes on a didactic? Patronistic? I don't recognize either of those. Like, I've heard didactic before. I assume it's like condescending or like the way they're describing it. I just don't recognize those two words. That's, huh. Like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like. I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. Takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. I have to. I'll go check in on you-know-who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me. She know you've done time? You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. I need to know the stick here. Like, you refuse? Simple. I turn you in. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, y'all. I'm nothing like that terrorist. I'm nothing. She smiles. I do not like this cop. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. I know we have no right. She takes a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? Neither can you, right? Remaining silent. You ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think we're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. And don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. Don't want to... No. She puts her hand up, and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone. Obviously, not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. Fucking bitch. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed. Ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Keying the ignition, motor running. Radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You'll find them back at your studio after your shift. 6 clues discovered, available in your room. Okay, so here we have the, like, inciting incident of, you know, the game. Like an hour in. I wonder if those first 2 cases are going to be related at all, or the first 2 rides are going to be related at all. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You browse through the files Bussett gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up a big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of... Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. Guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. Okay, basic. It's like you're building a story about each suspect. Trying to understand their motives. Understand how he or she got into this situation. Your neighbor flushes the toilet. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see the pipe shake. You take your shoes off before getting to work. Okay, let's see what we have. We have... Okay. We have the killer case. Autopsy report, victim 4, victim 3. 4 clues discovered. Picture of crime scene 1. Oh, I literally just have to hold these. Okay. I feel like this is a thing that could have been automated. Like, I feel like I don't need to personally take all of these and put them up on the board. Alright. I think these are the victims. Perot Batch. Height 1.70 m. Cop in Paris. Dad was a cop. Financial affairs. Died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after health scandal. Okay. Gay in a relationship, never disclose this information to work. Not really work's business. Message on crime scene 2, you deserve this. Alright, so he's tied to killer's height 1 meter 80. Source cop. Weapon, rare gun used in the 70s. Death, execution. Oh, I can move these. Okay, cool. Okay, let's organize this a little bit. Alright. Alright, they're all round about the same height, like give or take a couple. I don't know what the smaller unit. I'm American, we don't use meters. But like 79 being the highest and 70 being, or 69 being the lowest, nice. They're all about the same height. That's hired cop, lawyer, medical examiner, homeless man. Crime scene 1, justice. Who? Justice. Color's height. Killed victims with 1 bullet to the neck. Okay. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. Streets, the passenger, their faces, their problems. Huh. You open one eye. Oh man, my body is making noises. My esophagus. Someone flushes the toilet and you hear the pipes shake. One of them runs under your bed. Like, dude, you live in a shit apartment. You find the sound calming. Okay, I kind of get that one. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Alright, I think we're going to do one more night of this. We're going to finish out night 2. And then we'll probably move on to something else. Although this is probably a game I will revisit because I'm actually really interested. Alright, she's highlighted, so let's go ahead and pick her up. You call that Bowser born on the street, or was it? Alright. 33.41 € fare. Let's accept that. You pick up your next passenger in front of the Paris office of the medical examiner, the morgue. Okay, this might be an important one. When she gets in, you're surprised. How can she be a suspect? Her face, beautiful and soft, doesn't go with her clothing, her style, or her attitude. She gives you her address, and you start driving. Her voice is dry, frank. She has an accent you have trouble determining. South American, maybe? She seems far away, lost in thought. A few seconds go by, and she still hasn't taken so much as a look at you. Okay, get her talking. You okay? She almost jumps out of her seat and looks like she wants to disappear. Yes, everything is fine. That accent again, the one you can't place. We're gonna go long day? In a manner of speaking. Some days are harder than others. Oh no. Some days take more out of you. They're more demanding than others. A sad smile runs across her face like a shooting star. A second goes by. Slowly. Very slowly. Then the meteorite explodes, and your passenger breaks down. Try to calm her down. You okay? You good? She raises a hand to silence you. Between sobs, you hear her say something. Give me a minute. Please. I don't know what cry I was trying to do there, but that's what you got. Without a word, and without the slightest noise, you slow down. The road passes by slowly, in no hurry. After a moment, she sits up. Can I ask you something? You nod. She takes a deep breath. This may seem like a ridiculous question, or at least a stupid one. Actually, it's completely stupid. It's a fucking moronic question. I don't know why I'm bothering. You give her an encouraging smile, but I'd like you to hit on me. That's weird. That's a weird request. I don't trust it. She blushes and immediately follows up. I mean, not for real, just for play. Like we're in a bar. Like you want to buy me a drink. I don't have a red flag actively with me. Like, she shakes her head. Actually, no, I kind of get it. Forget it. It's stupid. Totally stupid. Alright, I need information out of her, so I'm going to accept because I feel like I want to ingratiate myself to her. Sure. A moment of silence. She seems surprised. Really? Yes. You don't mind? I thought you would refuse. I just have a few rules, if you don't mind. Alright, this is getting weirder. First, I don't want to talk about Argentina, my home, my parents. Okay, that's... Avoid the subject. Okay. She pauses. Does that work for you? You nod. Good. Second, I don't want to talk about work. I'm a medical examiner. Do you know what that is? Yes. Although, I cut open dead bodies. I guess it is the same in America. Take out bullets, tumor, cirrhosis-filled livers. At first, people are always fascinated, but then they quickly get disgusted. So nothing about work. Let's start if you're ready. Y'all are gonna see something rarely seen. Me trying to hit on somebody. We're in a bar. It's not very late. Not very late, but we're the only ones there. I'm alone at the bar, finishing a drink. I get up to leave. Please, go ahead. Jesus. Hitting on a passenger. This is definitely a first. You've got to find a good line, something that'll settle her tone. I'm gonna go polite. Excuse me. Yes. Her voice is softer. Her accent stronger. May I join you? Of course. She sits up a little bit and points to the imaginary bar next to her. Buy me a drink? Of course. How about a little game? You look like the kind of guy who drinks cocktails. I do enjoy a cocktail. Something sweet. I could be wrong, but... What about me? What is my kind of drink? What was your R with the last word? Stiff and strong are synonymous. Like, I think she likes subtlety. What do you mean? You want something special. You want to be surprised by life. She burst out laughing. Aren't you good at this game? She gets back into character. Yes, that's it exactly. You read me like a book. I want to know if the other choices have the same answer. She stares back at you. Something about her posture in the backseat is different. Don't you think time goes by too slowly? I do. We wait, we hold on, we get bored. I'd like it all to go faster, for things to speed up. She relaxes, giggles. She's letting go. She looks at you expectantly. I like the way you laugh, because the other one was about work, and we can't do that, and I forget what the other one was, but I didn't like that answer. It's an odd compliment. It's true. Thank you. She closes her eyes and stays that way for a little while. A smile settles onto her face. A warm, natural, uncontrolled smile. Thank you. You are perfect. Unusually kind. She nods slowly. I must confess that the way you came on to me was truly charming. You have kind eyes. Your passenger sighs contently. She seems happy, relieved. Now give me the information. You pull up in front of the address he gave you. It's strange. What's that? There's something different about you. You're not like other men. As if. She hands you her fare and slips you a tip. Don't refuse it, please. It means something to me. You nod. I hope to run into you again. You shiver. One last smile. Goodbye. She gets out of the cab. You watch her until she disappears into her building. Okay, I didn't get any useful information from that, but smooth as silk, y'all. Alright, we got about half a tank, so I'm not going to worry about gas quite yet. This one's highlighted. Your finger is poised in front of the car radio. You're trying to find something to listen to. You happen upon the nighttime news. A crime novelist being interviewed about his latest book brings up the judge. He's quick to say that according to his sources, the first victim owed money to the mafia. And actually, he thinks the whole case is linked to organized crime. The judge is just a front for the real criminals. Interesting. As soon as the news is over, you turn radio off so the cab is silent again. Okay. Wait, what's that? What? I don't know what that is. It's really far away. Oh, is this our CIA buddy? Let's go pick up our CIA buddy again. The passenger who's entered your cab slams the door and stares at you intently. Oh. You're not the CIA person. Can I help you? I don't know yet. Although the real question is, how can you help yourself? Oh, God. Do we know each other? He gives you a sour laugh. Don't play innocent with me. If I were to say to you, her voice is slightly raspy, with an oddly metallic sound. She's a robot. October 27th. That's the date. The night of the attack. The night you... Could this woman be the judge? 10:46 p.m. No, the attack took place later. Does that ring a bell? You nod your head. I want to know, so answer. Yes, it does, miss. Don't you miss me. Not another word. She wiggles an accusing finger at you. Last October 27th, you were in this very cab, driving a fare, and you committed a crime. That's right, Mr. Sir. That's right, Mr. Sir. A crime. I want to know, so let her go on. It's her money. You spent the whole day working like an idiot for that rotten newspaper. Do you have any idea what I do for a living? I'm going to be sarcastic. Town crier. She heaves a sigh. Very funny. Absolutely hilarious. A real goddamn riot. I'm ad-libbing at this point. Her voice increasingly aggressive. You feel the anger bubbling inside of her. I'm a sub-editor, Mr. Taxi driver. I correct mistakes that a bunch of moron journalists make. There isn't a single one, not one, who knows how to write a proper sentence. I feel like they probably do and you're overblowing it. Like, I'd had it, really had it, and on the night of October 27th, you cut me off. What the fuck is this lady, like, what are you complaining about, lady? I almost died that night. She grinds her teeth, shudder. I crashed my car, my boyfriend's car, that is. The same guy who made yet another commitment about women. Oh, The same guy who made yet another comment about women drivers. So, well, your boyfriend sounds like he kind of sucks. Maybe don't date him. And, like, de-stress your life. The neighbors called the police that night. I made such a scene. To think, the guy dares call himself a feminist. I mean, to be fair, like, guys who call themselves feminists are either actually believe in it and don't actually say it all that often, or use it as a way to, like, attract women to take advantage of. Like, any guy who's, like, willing to put it out there unprompted, it's kind of a red flag. The more you know. She pauses for dramatic effect, as a disturbing smile spreads over her face. I'm going to say nothing. I want to see how this goes. We're rolling the dice on this one. Her voice suddenly noticeably quieter, almost fragile. The next day. No more boyfriend. Good. No more car. It was his car to begin with. I messed up a job interview with a major news outlet. A paper where people know how to write. Where they follow basic rules of French grammar. French grammar's a little complicated, to be honest. Like, does the train station really need to be gendered? Imagine for just a minute, I could have stopped correcting copy for a bunch of morons. He takes a deep breath. Take up welding. You know, you wouldn't have to correct, grammar. But all because of you. Because of your cab. Everything changed the night of the 27th. Sad, faraway look comes over her. My life has never been the same since. But her voice is bursting with fury and hatred. Forced to go live with my mother? While I went apartment hunting in this rotten city where tiny studios cost an arm and a leg? Tell me about it. Driving a cab to afford a studio. So I started looking for you. The back of your neck breaks into a sweat. You can feel cold, clammy droplets about to drip down your spine. I started asking around. I bribed one of your colleagues into giving me your number. A droplet of sweat starts sliding down your back. Then I found your address. Your first one, that is. A shiver as the drop reaches your boxers. I don't need to know the entire track from neck to crack. Like, that was an unintentional rhyme. We're gonna go with it, though. But that's your business. What matters is I did eventually get your other address, the real one. The droplet has reached your tailbone. You've started shaking. At first, I admit, I was planning on going to your place. She shrugs her shoulders, her voice softened. Just maybe, spit in your face, or something like that. Burn your house down, something, I don't know. Then I thought to myself, no, Ludovine, maybe the guy deserves a chance. You never know. You're going to apologize. Go on, give it your all. Take your time. Take a deep breath. He breathes in deeply, then exhales. Like that. I'm gonna big timer with that. I'm sorry, but I don't remember that night. Not memorable enough, huh? No. I've forgotten what happens that night. She freezes. A few minutes after I met you, I was attacked. Attacked by the Zhuz, the serial killer. It's you. You survived. Yeah. A host of conflicting feelings flicker across her face. Doubt, surprise, anger. The desire to slap you. Then she falls back against the car seat. All her anger somehow gone. I didn't know. The police wanted to keep it all a secret. I didn't see the killer's face. He didn't see mine. For my own protection. For my peace of mind. The newspaper wire work. They're looking for you. We have a reporter looking for you. The last few months have been difficult for you. Really difficult. Are you going somewhere with this? A faint smile and a nod. I'm good. This is what I suggest. I'm going to exit the cab. I'm then going to go for a little walk in the cold to get my mind off things. And then, when I get home, I'll destroy all the information I have on you. That okay with you? You nod yes. Thank you. The word echoes for a minute through the cab. Your passenger reaches for the door. The door opens and closes. You're alone in the taxi, your head spinning slightly as if you'd had a drink. Just one. Something really strong. You briefly try to remember that night. Nothing. Nothing but a vague impression of something behind you. The killer silhouette. A fleeing presence. You shake your head. There's nothing more than before. If only you had turned around, everything would have been easy. You had seen the face of... All at once, you start the cab. Okay, that was rewarding and interesting. Great, like that gave us a bit more clarity. We got rid of a person who might be a problem for us later. This is lame, heading to Saint Ouen. I don't know the correct pronunciation of that. You immediately recognize the passenger who just climbed into the backseat of your cab. Ooh, his face has been plastered all over the news for the last few weeks. He's a lawyer. A lawyer who's representing a terrorist. Ooh. Night 2 has some info. He gives you an address, and you start driving. He holds your gaze in the rearview mirror, like he's trying to read your mind. You drive across a virtually empty Paris. Behind you, the lawyer nervously consults his notes. Everything all right? He answers without looking up. Yes. You get the message and leave him alone. You continue driving without saying a word. Your passenger mutters. Ugh, why did he say that to the cops? He's not taking this seriously. Doesn't get it. Idiot. There again. He says it again. Is he contradicting himself, or... You glance in your mirror. The lawyer looks like a smaller version of himself. You sure everything's alright? He closes his eyes, remains silent for a while. You see him start to break. I can't take it anymore. He takes a deep breath. He loses control of his voice. Do they do that in France with the weird robe thing? That, because I thought it was England who only still did. I guess I had no real context for that. Huh. Because he's wearing, the thing. This guy is a real asshole. He's not just a monster. He's a total idiot. Tears at the corner of his eyes. I've never seen such a moronic defendant. You know what it's like to defend a moron? You know what it's like to get only 3 hours of sleep a night so you can defend a fucking moron? I feel like that is a sentence I've said myself, and I'm not a lawyer. You have any idea? He yells so loudly the windows shake. I do want to keep it on track for, getting more info about this. Are you talking about... Yes, of course I'm talking about him. Who else? Who else could I possibly be talking about? You've seen my face in all the magazines, all the papers, right? His voice teeters, blind with rage. That's me, the terrorist's best friend, a traitor to his country. He pauses, barely. Just the time to take a deep breath. Jesus effing Christ already. He kicks the seat in front of him. Jesus. He calms himself down. He steadies his breath. I'm the one who agreed to it. I actually fought to represent him. My own damn fault. I'm not being dragged through the mud. He raises his hand. Snickers. Yeah, I admit it. At first I thought it was pretty great. Being on TV, all the interviews, journalists asking my opinion about everything. I shook so many hands, said so many word sentences, yet I actually said nothing. Then I worked in the hood. Not a single person cared about my work. And now, in 5 hours, I have to be on the radio, in 7 on TV. He pauses, breathes. His voice sounds further and further away. I'm gonna try to be on this guy's side. He chuckles. Rest? No way. Actually, it's simple. I almost never sleep. When I lie in bed, I stare at the ceiling, go over the evidence in my head. Shame. He sits up. Barbaric, disgusting, so horrific, it's almost unreal. He lets out a sigh from somewhere deep in his body. Then I discover my client bought nails. The nails that were in the bombs. At the corner market, and he kept the receipt. Oof. He kept the fucking receipt. Folded it in half and slipped it into his wallet. That's what I see when I close my eyes. Disemboweled bodies and a receipt for €2 worth of nails. Why? He raises his voice quite high. For God's sake. He thought he could expense it when he got to heaven? He pauses. So stupid and so dangerous. He disgusts me. He revolts me. Yeah, I'm going to ask for his motivation on defending him. Because everyone has the right to an attorney. Everyone, without exception. I kind of agree with that. Otherwise, justice is no longer just. His fits of rage subside. His fingers are shaking. When I signed on, I thought I'd be representing someone crazy. And find out he's just a moron who played too many video games. Okay, now listen here. Video game. The guy has never even read the holy book they use to justify their so-called acts of martyrdom. He read a few passages online. Do you have any idea what a complete moron he is? He chuckles. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. I shouldn't have said all that. He takes a deep breath. I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. All the other lawyers avoid me like the plague. My mother can't understand why I'm doing this. She's so ashamed. She went back to Algeria. He's shaking. I get the shame. What I don't get is when people just lump things together. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a murderer. I think he made the right choice. The right choice? Laughs echo in the back of his throat. Barely had the choice. I couldn't let injustice triumph. Everyone has the right to counsel, to stand trial, to have a fair trial. Even terrorists, even morons. His anger is back, but this time around he's got it under control. We could hang him right there, right now, and no one, I'm telling you, would shed a tear. He stays quiet for a moment, catches your gaze. That's why I keep doing this. He slows his breathing. For equality, our country was founded on it. These rights have been abused far too often for me to look the other way. His anger seems to be. Taxi has almost reached his destination. The backseat, the lawyer is much calmer. His voice is soft. I need to be reminded of this. This will serve as a lesson. He looks at you in the mirror and bores into you with his gaze. It's odd, isn't it? That I ran into you tonight? I mean, as if... No, forget it. You pull over. He pays his fare. Wait. Don't take this the wrong way, but... He hands you another bill. Here, this is for you, for listening, for hearing what I had to say. But take it, I got bills to pay. You slide the bill into your pocket. He looks relieved, gathers his belongings strewn across the back seat. As As he's getting out of the cab, you realize he left an envelope behind. For a second, one tiny second, you hesitate. It could be something important. I couldn't. He freezes, notices the envelope, and grabs it hastily. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He doesn't say another word. He gets out of the taxi, walks a few steps, and turns around to wave before entering a bistro. You drive off. Ooh. Oh, he tipped a lot and paid. Okay. I want to see what this I do. Yeah. Okay, now I can't tell if that's supposed to be like an A or park a few streets away from the Argentinian embassy and wait for your contact. You sigh. It seems so odd to have a contact, so excessive. The guy is one of your regulars, poker buddy, a night watchman at the embassy. Get out of your taxi and walk towards the big metal gate. Clean lines, early 20th century maybe. Lots of wrought iron. The gates open and someone moves towards you. They indicate you should follow them. What the fuck is going on now? This person's face is hidden by an oversized hoodie. Your heart starts beating faster. What if it was a follow? In for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. You walk into the narrowed, covered passageway, probably an entrance to a parking garage. A man turns around and lights up a cigarette. The lighter lights up his face for a second. Young man, with curly hair, pale skin. He looks young. Very young. That'll be 250 euros. Yeah, for the intel. He laughs a strange guttural sound. What do you think this was? A date? You want information on I got info on Gross. It'll cost you 250 euros, so what'll it be? I don't know who that is, so we're gonna bargain. He raises his hands in front of his sack. Accent becomes stronger. No, it's 250 euros or nothing. If someone learns I fished around, they'll fire me on the spot. It will pay. Got the money. For that price, you hope your intel is good. Listen up. I'm not gonna say it twice. There's definitely Colonel from Junta, one of the few who hasn't been arrested or put on trial. He's responsible for torturing dozens of political opponents. He tortured and killed them. You know, we don't like him much here, but the rich Argentinians, Paris, love him. They respect him. Sounds like a dirtbag's only gonna be disrespectful. The difference doesn't seem important to him. Yeah, if it makes you happy. He looks back at you. There's one last thing. Read in the newspaper that the killer wrote a message in chalk, "Time's up." It was a slogan at the end of Junta. A sort of watchword from the opponents. It was time for them to go. Get it? Nod. A second later, you're back in your taxi, with a hole in your wallet, full of new information on one of the victims. You follow this lead, maybe your investigation will move forward. Start your car, get back on shift. Okay. That's what that is. Who's close? Because we need to make up a little bit of that money. I think they might be the closest. Pretty sure that was the bad guy from Life is Strange. 16. Fair, we'll accept that. Next passenger gets in your cab like an old man returning to his armchair, all grunts and groans. Shame. After what seems like several minutes, he settles himself in and delicately fastens his belt across his chest. Looking in the mirror, you notice the man's age. With surprise, he can't be older than 25. Howdy. Got the address right? Palace de Congress? Bingo. Let's roll. You smile to yourself and turn the key in the ignition. After a few moments of silence, you hear your passenger moaning softly to himself, apparently in pain. You okay back there? I look that bad, huh? No, it's just... I'm kidding. I know I look like roadkill. I feel like roadkill. Like I ate roadkill. Gross. Like some roadkill ate me. Slightly less gross. But I'm fine, really. Thanks for checking in. You look back at him. His eyes are hidden beneath his hood, but his whole body curled in on itself. He looks terrified. Are you sure you're okay? Just pre-show jitters. He laughs unconvincingly. Oh, I'm not liking where this is going. Who am I kidding? I'm scared out of my mind. Literally. Scared? Technophobia 9. That's where we're going. Technofauna? Every biohacker, transhumanist, futurist worth his cryptocurrency will be there. Oh, he's a crypto bro. Ugh. I'm going to talk. I'm giving a talk. The closing talk, in fact. Bio-whaters? Sounds like a big deal. Oh man, it is. Someone even saw Mitnick there last night. I mean, the Condor himself. I have no idea who that is. The name means nothing to you, but your passenger looks positively starstruck. Playing the role. Me showing off my work to the who's who, man. The cream. I'm sorry, is that an expression people use? The cream? Is that how we dictate something's good now? The cream? A huge grin splits his face. An instant before he groans again. He digs his elbows deep into the seat. And all it took was a little brain surgery. I'm sorry, the fuck? What? Yeah, don't worry about me. I swear to God, if your brain starts coming through your nose in my cab. You can't help a look of surprise crossing your face, but you manage to stay quiet. That's the real reason I'm so fucking scared, if I'm honest. I did this to myself. He gestures towards his current state. Designed a new kind of brain implant. One that can access everything. Everything? Everything. The unlimited learning potential of the metaweb. A mind gate between my brain and the cloud. Oh god, all of that sounds awful. The cloud. You got one of them smart speakers? Absolutely not. But you're aware of the concept. Machine learning, the Internet of Things. More or less. He jabs a finger at you. Fact. You make a turn and see the light of the conference center. Thank God, get this weirdo out of my car. The problem is, he dips into silence for a second. Have you ever felt like, I don't know. You hear his teeth clicking. He's weighing something up. Have you ever felt like there's something else in the darkness behind your eyes? Some voice telling you what to do? I'm leaving that one. You cast your mind back to the night, brother, when Abe called. Were you really in control? Was it you who made the decision or something else? You don't want to think about it. In the back, your passenger is shaking. Is that since the op I started seeing? Yeah, you essentially gave yourself a, brain tumor, bro. He leans forward, and his hood falls from his face. I don't think I'm alone in here anymore. A jagged track mark of a scar winds across his hairline, but his eyes really scare you. One is completely dark, pupil blown. The other is milky white. The figure unfastens itself and exits in one fluid motion. You watch it disappear in the crowd before turning the key and driving away. I mean, at least he paid. I am not a fan of that. Any of that. We're right, on top of this dude. We'll hit that one up. Could probably. Trying to find something to listen to. Listen to the news. I want to know if that Cuban thing comes up. You happen upon the nighttime news in a Vox. In a Vox pop about the judge, bystander brings up the fact that the police still have not arrested the homeless man seen near the crime scene. You raise an eyebrow for a bit at this bit of news. You didn't know that. As soon as the news is over, you turn off the radio so the cab is silent again. Oh, did I cancel out going to pick up that dude? Alright. 28 € fare. Passenger climbs into your cab and slams the door shut behind them. Actually, I think we've done enough of this. I think we're going to swap over to something. Oh Lord, my frames. My frames, y'all. Frames look fine. But, alright, we're gonna hop out of that one real quick. We're gonna bring up the next game. So, give me 1 second. Alright, next one up we're going to do is we're going to check out one that I'm kind of excited about. As soon as I can edit my night. Midnight Scenes. We're going to do that. Done. Alright. This is one I'm excited about. My brother played it the other day and said it was real good. It's short, probably about 20 minutes. So we're going to play this, hop on a break, and then I'll come back with something very special. I have just realized also there's going to be a very monochromatic scheme. We're going to come back and we're going to play a tabletop game. Like, I actually have things set up for that. So, let's go ahead and try out this Midnight Scenes. Gives real Twilight Zones vibes, which I'm excited about. Love that kind of stuff. What? Midnight Scenes: The Highway Special Edition. This short game you're about to experience was the first one I ever created by myself, a labor of love. Released for the first time in September 2017. Re-released in 2020. By Octavie, which, you know, I love the art style so far. And once again, all of the games I am playing tonight can be found in the Ukrainian bundle on itch.io. The link is repeatedly posting in my chat. It is under 1,000 games for just about $10. I recommend donating more. Blair Barnes, age 29. She's about to discover the kind of horrors that lurk in the darkness of a deserted road. Once again, it's a great value. Minimum donation $10, $6,500 worth of value. Like, hop on that. A flat tire delayed Claire's trip. Little does she suspect how this incident will change her life forever, as well as her perception of reality. I love the little, like, Chevy she's driving. Reminds me of, like, a 210 or... Okay. That wasn't the dial to, it was just the volume. I love old cars like that. like 50s era cruisers. I think those are the coolest cars around. I love them. I always bought a 59 Cadillac once. Like I bidding for it on eBay. At the time, my girlfriend at the time, her aunt and uncle lived right around the corner from the place that was selling it in Texas. So like they could have just, or no, I'm sorry, that was a Model T frame. An unexpected obstacle, a new delay for Claire. She might need to find some help if she wants to resume her journey as soon as possible. Fortunately, she notices a signal pointing to a nearby emergency phone. Let's wish her luck. It's always good when even the game's like, oh, I can... I just get back in the car and leave. I don't know what the controls are, so like I am having... Uh-oh, mouse. Mouse, I can't read what appears to be a missing poster. Let's just break and enter. Okay. That, it doesn't look promising, y'all. That looks real unpromising. Got blood. A farmer kid. What appears to be his wife sticking her tongue out at her or at him, like blood. The horse. What the horse doing though? But we have something here. We have what appears to be the schematics for a mechanical scarecrow. And a picture drawn by a child. Nothing horrifying here. These are all totally normal things people... Why is it so creepy and covered in blood? Okay, I took that, I guess. That's a thing I'm gonna need. It's a broken mop. What's in the back of the car? Okay, I got what appears to be cutters of some variety. Got a hammer. Can't take any of his tools. I mean, good that he locked up his tools, like, it sucks getting your tools stolen. But... That's the boy from the picture. Wait a moment. I think the boy from that picture's missing. This is like an old point and click. I ain't played one of these in forever. What's this one say? Oh, that's concerning. That's, Shame. I don't... Like, is there something I can do here? I can't hammer it. How about mop? Can I mop it? Like, just walk around, lady. Can I like, check my trunk? Hope I can get in the car. That's about it. Okay, let's get back out of the car. I got a button configuration I can look at here? Nope. Resume. Alright, let's, maybe I can use the hammer on something in here. Or the string. Alright. Oh, that's a gate of some variety. I wish it would, like, give me words Like, use your words, game. And knock his block off. Okay. That did something for me. I don't know what that exactly did for me, but okay. I gave the... Oh, okay. That... Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. It appears to be some sort of mechanism. I accidentally clicked out of the screen. That's my bad, y'all. Hey, Keith. How are you tonight? I am playing a bunch of weird, playing a bunch of games tonight. How's your, you still over in, on travel for work? Or you, went to a concert the other night? No, don't get in the car, lady. That do anything for me out here? Oh, still getting zapped. Okay. Oh, good. How'd, traveling go? Like, any, complications or anything? Yeah, I couldn't remember who you saw. I saw it on Instagram. So there's three positions. I don't... Up doesn't do anything to that gate. Straight doesn't do anything to that gate. That was great. No major issues. The AC on my red-eye home was terrible. I mean, red-eye home sounds bad. Like, I don't fly ever, really. Because I don't go anywhere. Am I really going to be stumped by this game? Like... Okay, yeah, I already checked all three of those. I don't know, by 8 a.m. I mean, I feel like everybody complains about red eyes, but I do feel like that might be the way to go. Like, fly, get, you know... Is there... Can I ram it? Ramming it an option? Also, I don't like how, like, mouse and keyboard appear to do nothing. My keyboard's on, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. See, I'm the type where, like, I have trouble sleeping. Oh, okay, so I can... Both arms, okay. Hmm. Alright. I am confused. Hey, that did a thing. Hold on, that did a thing, y'all. Yeah, I'm sure as long as you can sleep, like, it probably helps with the... Or, like, a red eye's probably better. Like... And granted, Oh, this looks just absolutely cheery. Let's go check the TV. Poltergeist bullshit. Oh, you just turned it off. Alright. Alright, we have, family. We have old people. Good. Alright, everything checks out so far. Like, okay, farmer's truck. Kind of made that assumption already. It looks like I thought he was praying to the scarecrow for a moment. I'd say, what in the children of corn? We're gonna nope. We're gonna nope right out of there. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Claire. You're short. Alright, we have a nail, a board, and a hammer. Oh, I can figure this out. Yeah, no, hold on. Hammer. Oh. There we go. I'll stop by and say hi. I might stream in a bit. Just making the rounds. Okay. Well, if you're still on, I'll pop in after I'm done. But thanks for popping in, man. Glad your trip went well. I hope you had fun at Billy Joel. But thanks for, gas lamp. Alright. Gaslight everything. Wait, that's not what that means. Yeah, no, thanks for popping in. I'll talk to you later, though. And anybody, listening, Heath usually has a good stream, so check him out. Like, whenever he's on. Like, I'm doing, playing Zelda lately, which is always fun to watch. For all parties. Like, that sounded sarcastic. I didn't mean it sarcastically. I mean, like, honestly, it is fun to watch Zelda. So, like, pop in on his if he's online. We're gonna loot this dead body, though. Can I take that? Hold on. Can I take that gas lamp with me? I'm a... Okay, I guess not. No, we can't take the gas lamp. Okay, that TV just turned on itself, or I clicked on it. I don't know which. I wish I could have, what's it called, control. So I'm going to unlock his keys. I'm gonna take his shit. We're getting out of this goddamn creepy ass stretch of road. Like, nobody happened by this at all. God damn it, Claire. Don't get in the car, Claire. Claire, you're embarrassing me in front of the internet. Alright. There we go. Let's get to that damn emergency phone. Another down tree. What the shit? You didn't notice this, Claire? You didn't notice that, like, shit was all fucky? The only word I'm gonna use here. Fucky. Okay. Here's to be a map of some variety. Down the road, around, through town, into the spooky cave, to the rectangle. Got you. I'm being sarcastic, but we probably will need that information. I actually don't think this is bad. It's just I'm bad at these games. What is that a picture of? Like, I'm talking a little bit of shit here, but like... Oh no. Oh no. 11's out, y'all. Can I 999 this? Because that appears to be what how that's written. That music sting and the creepy kid. Creepy kid. I click. Don't touch the creepy kid. Damn it, Claire. Okay. That appears to be a horse with tentacles coming out of his mouth and a small child. I'm loving the music. Claire Barnes, age 29. With great effort, she finally managed to push aside the fallen power pole and resume her journey. Still terrified, she she stopped at the first gas station to contact the authorities and inform them about the disturbing events she had witnessed. Police found nothing out of the ordinary on that stretch of road. No signs of any crash or presence of any mysterious kid. A man living in the farm was found a bit drunk, but in good condition. Not a single word was written in any newspaper about the horrors Claire witnessed that night. She went on with her life, trying to convince herself that she wasn't crazy after all, that she probably just saw something not meant to be seen. Midnight Scenes, The Highway. Super fun speedrun, y'all. I think this is the end of the game. Okay, yeah, that was dope. So I am going to play the next one. Like, this was actually a really great game that I really enjoyed the atmosphere and all. And, you know, I really enjoyed it. Like, if you want to play a game like this, like, hop on the itch.io and download the pack. Minimum $10 donation. I suggest more. I donated 20 myself. Like, go for it. And check out their Patreon. But what I'm going to do right quick is we're going to quit out of that real quick. I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to go grab a cigarette, stretch a little bit because my back's starting to feel a little tender from sitting, and then we'll be right back. We're going to play the second one. We're going to see what episode 2, The Goodbye Note, has to say. We're going to launch that. And while I'm away, like, go grab yourself a bit of water, like, take a stretch, grab a snack, and we'll be right back. And we have 2 more games for it. We're going to do this one, and then we're going to move on to a tabletop game. All right? I will be right back.
Souls who ain't singing. If we're singing
All right. Everybody, big stretch. Big stretch. All right. We are back again. All right. Everybody have a good little break. Everybody stretch their legs. Grab something to drink. Grab something to eat. I still got my Thermoso coffee. Because we are going a longer one tonight. Like, I'm going to go a little over 3, I think. But, all right, I make the rules, so just don't tell my boss. This next one is the chapter 2 of the game we were just playing, Midnight Stories. Made by the same person. I don't know their gender, so I'm not going to guess at it. I got to get better at that. As a society, we all have to get better at that. Like, realistically, that's a thing. It costs you nothing to do and means the world to somebody it does matter to. At the very least, that is a way to look at it. You know, respect other people. That's the big crux of this. But I'll get off my soapbox right now and play some video games. We have part 2 of it. Right back at you. This one was released in 2018 and re-released in Special Edition in 2020. And once again, as you can see in the chat. The Eye, welcome, players from all dimensions. Ooh, cosmic-y. Which, speaking of which, I just saw a Spider-Man today. In tonight's episode of Midnight Scenes, we followed Dr. Richard P. Griffin during the scariest journey of his life. For Dr. Griffin, things will never be the same. Turn off the lights and relax. Midnight Scenes will begin after this quick word from our sponsor. Support your indie devs. I've really liked the music of both of these so far. Like, I'm digging it and I'm here for it. But yeah, support your indie devs. I also like how this one has this, like, TV, old TV aspect ratio thing going on. The curved monitor. I actually need to build something like that for my, when I play retro games. Hopefully coming soon, me doing graphics like that. I got a bunch of editing done today. Hopefully I'll have some stuff for the old TikTok soon. As I realize just right now how dusty my keyboard is. But we're back with Midnight Scenes. Oh yeah, anyway. saw Spider-Man today. Me and my brother went this morning. I really enjoyed it. I was worried. Richard. Madison, my love. Okay, can I can has controller? Okay. Hold on a sec, we're gonna re-enter into the game. Mild technical difficulty, y'all. Okay, we're gonna take a second and try to fix this. Might have to relaunch the game. Once again, great music though. We're gonna exit out of that and go ahead and relaunch it. Yeah, I went and saw Spider-Man today, and I'll try to hurry through these. It was real good. I was worried that it was going to be just cameo after cameo and kind of like meh, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the expanded universe stuff that they brought in. I really liked the way they portrayed the villains. I really liked the performances in it. I thought the performances were all really good. But there we go. See if that's a kick in a second. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Title card. I have other games if this one wants to do the same thing again. We'll switch to something else real quick, but we'll pivot. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed Spider-Man earlier. We were going to go see the Batman, but my brother apparently didn't want to go see that without his girlfriend, so we might be going sometime in the near future. I'm afraid there's not much time left for me. If I had known that our goodbye at the airport was to be our last, I would have told you everything. I hope this note will reach you someday. That would mean my fears are unfounded. What fears? Very Casablanca airport scene. Cool. I'll be gone in just a few days, Madison. A week at most, I promise. I just don't understand why this work meeting is so pressing. I mean, making you cross the country out of the blue with almost no notice? We were supposed to be visiting Dad at the lake this weekend. You know I wouldn't go if it wasn't important. That gas leak in the lab last night put everyone on edge. You told me it was nothing. Should I be worried? No, it was only a small accident. Everything's under control. They just need me to do some research. You know how these things are. I'll call you as soon as I get to Washington, okay? Aw. I like the little, like, she had to, like, get up on tippy toes to kiss. It was cute. Air hostess, nice. Good evening, sir. May I see your ticket, please? Yes. Where did I put it? Richard, here. Got your ticket, you fuck. Take the ticket. It fell from your pocket. My love, you've been distracted all day. Is there something worrying you? Everything's fine, my dear. I have to go now, or I'll be late. I love you. Alright, we got plane ticket. May I see your ticket, sir? See, this one at least has a little bit of a tutorial. Here it is. I like that. Thank you, sir. Have a nice flight. I wonder if I could... Tonight's episode. The goodbye note. I wonder if I could have, What's our ticket for? Sheet 5A. Okay. Sheet 2A. 3A. 4A. 5A. There we go. Found the appropriate sheet. Excuse me, sir. Let me help you put your suitcase in the overhead compartment. No, thank you. I'll carry it with me. I'm sorry, sir. The regulations. To hell with your regulations. This is America. It'll stay with me, thank you. TikTok tends to send me a lot. Taking this plane was a mistake. I trapped myself. Holy shit. I don't know how well it'll show up on the capture. There's like two little lines that look like they're holding up the plane. I think that's intentional to make it look like an old episode of Twilight Zone where they had like the little model planes. Holy shit. Attention to detail, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a thunderstorm. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a thunderstorm and may experience some turbulence. Please remain seated and with your belts fastened. Like that, attention to detail, y'all. Going a little hot on my mic. I should probably back off a little. Your wine, sir. Is there a monster on the plane? This one looks way sharper. I'll give them that. Can lightning make a plane explode, Mom? She's trying to get some... Her face is like, ugh, this fucking kid. Try to get some sleep, dear. Y'all, lightning just made the plane explode. Oh, everyone's been raptured. That's a fun new development. What? No. No. No, leave me alone. What have you done to all these people? You'll never get the Elysian while I'm alive. You hear me? Never. My head is spinning so fast right now. You might be wondering the real reason I got on this plane. You knew I was hiding something. This is a letter. Did he write Sai? It all started last night in the lab. This is what I do really like how there's multiple settings. Sorry, it's so late, honey. I had to review this long checklist before calling it a day, but I'm on my way now. No, I don't think I'll go to Coleman's party now. I don't have a present for him. And you know, nobody will miss me anyway. And Coleman's kind of an asshole. Go to bed. I'll be home soon. Hello? I was just about to take off my science robe. Who's there? What was that noise? It came from the control station. Can I mess with any of the science stuff? Coleman's desk, okay. The balloons, okay. Yeah. Coleman, switch. Oh. Clean room, control station. Door to clean room. Hello? I don't like, bro, this seems bad. Got a plant, some clocks, some boxes. Control room. Damn it, Meredith. Linda, you scared me to death. I thought you were at Coleman's party with everyone else. No, Coleman's an asshole. Oh, Richard, thank God you're still here. We might have a problem. I think the clean room might be compromised. What? What happened? I was doing maintenance in the main console when I heard a noise coming from the roof. Listen. In my expert opinion, that is a noise. Did you hear it? We might have a small animal trapped in the vents. But that's impossible. The whole area is sealed. Is it, though? Is it? Damn. Do you think it might be a bat? Or a rat? Or a bird? I don't know where I got bat. I think I just made up bat. Anything from outside the sealed unit would be enough to contaminate the whole air system and ruin months of research. I better get to the clean room and make sure the Elysian is secure. Yes, good idea. We should be able to unlock the clean room doors from this console, but Coleman is the only one who knows how to work things. Let's take a look. Please insert code. We need to use the correct combination of keys to enable the console. I know Coleman keeps a list of codes somewhere. I'll wait here while you find it. Please, hurry up. Up, down, left, right. Okay. So it's probably the Konami code, right? Like it's probably the Konami code. Oh, right, I forgot I have to... Let's go search Coleman's desk. That's an asshole. I'm sure everyone's having a great time at the party. I'm probably the only guy I know who'd rather spend a night working than attending any kind of social function. I mean, introverts are a thing, dude. Alright, so it looks like the only thing we can really interact with is desk, so... Okay, it's the 19th, so... Is it the 19th or the 9th? The date was written on another wall over here. Yeah, October 19th. Documents. Picture of the dig site. Can you dig it? Can I... Do I just have to, like, infer the code? I can't leave. Can I put on a party hat? No? Okay. On his light switch, unplug his computer? No? Oh. Map used in the Antarctic expedition. It marks the spot where the Elysian was found. Please hurry, we need the code list. I have the code. Please hurry, we need the code list. You got the codes? Please hurry, we need the code list. It has to... Okay, so I reckon we're supposed to infer, because I don't think anything's highlightable. Clickable. So... Oh, okay. Not do that again. Alright, so the 12th... Alright, down... Does it repeat it all? Like, we have the date, but this only goes up to 12. And I can't turn the page, because that would be... Looks... Nothing looks out of place. I better go inside. Yeah, I can't, like, swipe on anything. Here we enter some codes. Let's try one. Up, down, right, left. Up, down, right, left. Error. Okay. I'll go in one. It's not the first one. Down, right, left, up. Down, right, left, up. Okay. Right, left, up, down. Right, left, up, down. Coleman, you asshole. Alright, I'm gonna try the 9th. I feel good about the 9th. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. Left, down, right. Sure. Okay, what's the last code? Left, right, up, down. Left, right, up, down. Okay, it's not that one. Like, I can't discern any pattern on them. Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Never mind. Let's, I got a book. I mean, do I have to click on the calendar for this, like, just to figure out, like, it's Friday, October 19th. Okay, that's not doing it for me. Can't go further that way. My destiny will sense an order in this lab. Coleman answered the phone. Nothing, of course. It's only 11 p.m. He still has the whole night ahead of him. Finish pickling his liver. There's got to be something I'm missing here. There's got to be. Pop Pullman balloons? No. Huh. Well then. Anybody in chat, if you have any ideas, or you see a code that I don't, or a pattern that I don't. Alright, let's try right, left, up, down. Right, left, up. Nope. Right. Down, let's try down, left, right, up. Down, left, right, up. I do wish I could use the keyboard to do this. That'd be quicker. Up, right, left. Up, right, left, down. Nope. You know, this would go quicker if Coleman shared the codes with people who were left, down, up, right. Left, down, up, right. Error. Don't have to back out of it. I don't know why I keep hitting that. Alright. Down, up. Down, up. Alright, down, up. Right. Oop. And once again, I exited out of it. Alright. Right. Up. Only 11. So it's not. I feel like I'm overthinking this. There's only 11, so it's 19. No 19 on this. Like, I can't. Nothing to click on. Alright, let's try. What is it? Left, up, right, down. Left, up, right, down. And I think I actually entered that wrong. No, I entered it right. I just said it wrong. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down. I mean, through process of elimination, I've almost gone through all the codes of the however many are actually possible. Right, down, up, left. Right, down, up, left. Okay, the 10th, I guess. 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, doors open. Let's go. Get into that clean room. Now I actually want to know what's going on in here. I know it's restricted access, but if you need any help hunting rats, I'm sure I can fit into one of these suits. I don't think the regulations. Just kidding. I know you have a phobia when it comes to breaking rules. I'll be waiting from the control room. So, like, did she hear the code? Because I want to be able to get out of here. Okay, here we go. 14 degrees. I turned on the comm system. Shout if you need anything. Hey, Linda, could you increase the temperature a bit? It's freezing. I'm on it. Yeah, it's actually below freezing. Still below freezing. We've hit freezing. Okay. Still kind of cold. Still pretty. Hi, Linda. Did you find any rats yet? Better leave this planet alone. I don't want to break the refrigeration system. Not hearing those noises anymore. Whatever was probably gone now. Are you sure? I'm not seeing anything that raises cause for concern. But just to be safe, I'll ask the maintenance team to replace the filters tomorrow. Better safe than sorry. Anything else in here? True, a big one. Okay. I don't see anything out of order. Better not break the refrigeration. Okay, I think we can officially declare this a false alarm. Everything looks normal in here. Science! Linda, I'm done here. Can you open the door? I think we should check the Elysian and make sure it's still intact. I really don't think it's necessary. Everything's fine. Besides, I'd rather not open the secure compartment if it's not absolute. You know how much that thing creeps me out. Richard, I do it for you, but you are the only person with fingerprint access. We've both heard the noises. We don't want any surprises. Ugh, fine. Doesn't it kind of negate the idea of a clean room if you have to take your glove off to, like, the Elysian? The reason behind all of the secrecy surrounding my job at the lab, and many sleepless nights. I found it. It was found in Antarctica a month ago, and all our studies have been inconclusive so far. It's the thing. It wasn't made by human hands, but I fear it was created with human mind. Whatever it is, it doesn't belong on Earth, that's for sure. I knew it couldn't hurt anyone if we kept it in the lab under strict control, but it's not safe anymore. Its creators finally found it and they want it back. Everything okay in there? I'm just monologuing, Linda. Leave me be. No signs of contamination as far as I can see. Can I do anything with the weird space triangle? Nope. Okay. Check this vent again. Version unit? No. Well, shit. What's happening, Linda? Okay, good response, Linda. Linda, can you hear me? Ooh, this is setting up to be a jump scare, y'all. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Oh. Linda? Who are you? Where's Linda? What have you done to her? Click. What do you want? You came for this thing, right? What is it? What are you going to do with it? Oof. The temperature is dropping. That thing wants to freeze me to death. The suit will keep me warm for a few minutes, but it won't hold out for long. I've got to do something quick. I was terrified, blinded by fear. That creature tricked us into opening the secure compartment to get the Elysian. With Linda most likely dead, I felt the fate of all humankind weighing on my shoulders. So in the end, I did the only thing I could do, even if it was ultimately foolhardy and pointless. I found the strength somewhere inside to escape the lab with the Obsidian and run. I'm gonna take the Elysian, and I'm gonna GTFO. The emergency system locked the door. Alright. Through the vent, y'all. Through a big one. Okay, using Elysian on the... The sensor controls for refrigeration, and you find a way to disable it before I freeze to death. Okay, I got a screwdriver. Attaching the cables didn't do anything. I need to find a way to break the short circuit. Break or short circuit the... I'm using insulators. Ooh, actually. Take that screw. Screw it. Conductive. It's long enough to connect both ends of the cable. Let's get out of here. What's this? You're the one who was making a racket in here. You're not a rat after all. It appears to be some sort of toy robot. Why the hell were you thrown in the vents? Take anything from your robot? Little head is like a trophy? Okay. Okay. It didn't stop me, it just stopped going. Damn. Oh, I am not liking how this looks. To take the suit off, I can barely move. But first I need to find somewhere safe to put the Elysian, not touching it with my bare hands. Suitcases look good. These, lead-coated suitcases. They're perfect for carrying dangerous material, at least for a few hours. Linda's car. What the hell happened here? Those are Linda's glasses. But it appears as though Linda got ate. By what looked like the monster from Resident Evil 7. The baby that chases you through House Beneviento. I spent the night in a motel. I didn't risk going home and exposing you to this nightmare. That's why I lied to you about the unexpected gas leak in the lab. That would keep me busy all night. My superior in Washington told me to take a plane and bring the Elysian to our headquarters. He thought it would be safe there. Like, look, you can see the wires right by the front of the word bubble. Like, right underneath the word but and in. But in the end, it was all for nothing. I was trapped inside this plane, and I had to find a way to avoid the Elysian falling into the creature's hands. Eat it from the airplane. Come on, you want the Elysian? Come and get it. You'll have to kill me like you did Linda and all the other passengers on this plane. Alright, I got an umbrella. That's something. Can't allow you to listen to phone out any fun. Have a good night. Heading out. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Hopefully you saw some neat indie games tonight. Let's come on, Spooky Monster. Come on, Spooky Monster. I am going to fight. And I guess is a fire extinguisher on you? Oh, there's a... Why don't you pick it up and carry it with you? Need to leave this plane as soon as possible. Killing myself won't solve anything. To the cockpit. Somebody there? Hello? Radio. I can hear the radio. Have a good night. Have a good week. I'll be back Tuesday if you're around. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you next time you're around. Have a good week. The radio. I can hear the radio. I need to get in there and call for help. Locked. I see what I gotta do. Aha! Oh my god, it's flying on its own. That creature must be controlling it somehow. Doink. Okay, can't fuck with any of these panels. Playing instruments. Radio. Hello, is there anybody there? I need help. Damn, it's broken. Okay, let's go back out into there. Okay, that seemed pretty straight ahead. So like that seems like a smart move. Jump out of the plane. What the hell? Outside. Plane crash or did... Okay, outside. Uh-oh. Looks awful Antarctica-y out there. It's, ugh. Here's what you want it. Just come and get it. Come on. Do what you have to. I don't care. I can't do this anymore. I guess this is how it ends. Madison, my love. I don't know how to explain all of this in just a few words. I'm afraid there's not much time left for me. I thought I would be safe by now. Linda! I knew it was Linda. My God, your face. Oh, God. Hello, Richard. I'm such a fool. It was you from the beginning. It was Linda all along. Please, I beg you. Just tell me that thing is. I need to know. Such a fascinating work of engineering, don't you think? It's been our eyes and ears here on Earth for more than a century now, till you locked it in that stupid sealed room blocking its transmission. Now it's working again. You'll have some really interesting neighbors very soon. No! Oh, here they come. No, please, Linda. Cheer up, Richard. Your new life starts now. Sounded like somebody just flicked a light switch. Sorry, what? Are you okay? the third time I've asked you if you want honey in your cereal. Is something wrong? I'm fine. Don't. In fact, I'm feeling great this morning. Quite energized. And I dare say happy. Can I cereal? Can I do anything? Am I bingo room? There we go. I think today will be a great day. That was good. I thought that was interesting. That was good job again, Octavie. Like Octavie Navarro. With a little bit of editing and proofreading by Lauren Davidson. Testing by Robert Magone. Localization by Warlocks. Good job. Once again, made in Unity. Adventure creator by Chris Barton. Sound effects by freesound.org. Like, guess I should have left the title up. I didn't even look. But, another good one. As I lose my headphones. Thank you, players, streamers, and viewers. Alright. I have to do a little bit of resetting to get this next one up and running. And it'll be what we close out with tonight. We're going to play a little tabletop game. So, give me 1 moment of your time. Go, refill your water or drinks or what have you. But, give me 1 second.
Souls who ain't singing.
All right. Now this one is a little haphazard because it's my first time trying to capture a fix that real quick. My first time trying to capture a live like tabletop game. But we are going to play one, and I forgot to bring up part of the rules. A fool. Oh no. You ever click on the wrong thing? Bring up Tax Master real quick. Something. Booklet. Bring up. Alright. So this game is played using a D6 and a standard deck of playing cards. You remove the jokers though. Sorry, I just had to rearrange a bit of my setup here. So, basically, what you do is you make it so you can't see chat. Pop out chat, and it's gonna go time beat. Right? See that part. All right, there we go. I think I have it right. But there's a game called Into the Forest, and sorry once again, y'all. This is very new. There's a little experimental thing for me. So, right, that's just gonna stay what it is then. I won't have the updated thing on there, but played with a deck of cards. Just oh lord, and a little overblown on my my camera there, but it's real easy. This little grid up here is your playing field. I have my character already set up, and you roll a dice to decide movement, and your card tells you what's happening. Now, this can be used as a writing exercise, apparently, or as a or just as a game. You can play up to 3 players, but I'm very interested to see how it goes. So, I believe the first thing we have to do is we're in the village, so we are going to grab our little token here, and we're going to move him into part 1. Start off the game with 8 health and 8 rations. I believe they're called resources. And we are looking for experiments. In front of us is a vast forest, deep and overgrown and strange. And as we move closer towards the unexplored area, things become more dire. Every day, or every turn, we lose 1 material. When we're out of material, or when we're out of rations, we start using our health. We have to collect a certain number. I'm going to say 3. I believe it's labeled as medium. Difficulty is 3. Easy is 1. We're going to do 3 because I think that'll be more interesting. Alright, if I roll a 1 or a 2, I move backwards towards the village. if I move a 3 or a 4, or if I roll a 3 or a 4, I stay in the same stratum, but I can move vertically. And if I roll a 5 or a 6, I move deeper into the forest. At the end of that, I already pre-shuffle these cards so that make it easier. And I draw a card. I say what's on the card, and I go through the game manual, and whatever that card is, I read it, and that determines what happens to me. When I get 3 discoveries, I can head back to the village, or more. I head back to the village, and I've survived. Or will I perish in the woods? Stay tuned to find out. But we are going to go ahead and start, so we'll see how tabletop gaming goes on this. And my first roll is a 1, which doesn't matter because I have the choice in Stratum 1, either move forward or to move back. Because this is familiar territory, and I may move in any direction at the start of my turn. I may leave the forest and end the game. I may move deeper into Stratum 2. Nothing new to discover close to the forest, so you do not draw a card in Stratum 1. So, we're going to move into Stratum 2. And I'm going to say for the first move, we aren't going to use a resource. So let's go on to Stratum 2. Well, no, because Stratum 2... Yeah, okay. We're in Stratum 2. We did discover the first Stratum. Not drawing an event card. Though they do consume... Okay, we do consume a supply, so... We're going to do... -1. We're at 7. Alright. Let's, yeah, let's roll. This is the first time I'm actually playing this. I did watch a video on it, but... It was a bad roll. We rolled a 3. So, for a 3, we can move up or down in Stratum 2. We're just going to move down a little bit, get more center of the board to give us a little bit more room. And we're going to draw a card. We have the 2 of Diamonds. And the 2 of Diamonds is... Two of Diamonds. You stop at a spring to refill your canteen. Pale butterflies drift gleefully around the area. Or are they moths? It's very peaceful. +2 to supplies. Alright, so that is real good because we're going to add 2 supplies to us. Got 9 out of 8, but we're going to eat 1. So we are back at 8. So we are good to go on that turn. Alright, let's roll for our next movement. And unfortunately, we got another 3. So we are going to, once again, I'm thinking moving towards the center of the board might be a good idea. And drawing a card. We have the 8 of Diamonds. So the 8 of Diamonds, in ancient brickwork, you find a box which has somehow been preserved inside. You find semi-transparent canisters of multicolored stone. Some type of ancient medicine, +1 discovery. Yeah, that's real good. We got a discovery. Like, sweet. We got a discovery. That is, technically speaking, if I was playing on, like, real easy mode, we would be able to leave. But we just need a little bit more stuff before we go. We're going to get to 3 at the very least. And apparently I'm rolling nothing but 3s. So I rolled another 3. So we're gonna keep on moving down. And we're going to draw the 5 of clubs. Now the 5... Whoa. Now, the 5 of clubs... I'm readjusting a window here real quick. Okay. Okay, calm. Okay, calm down, Windows. Okay. The 5 of clubs is hearts. 5 of clubs. 5 of clubs. You come upon a patch of familiar-looking herbs. They resemble the one your aunt used to treat fever and rashes, but they have a stronger smell. They could be of use in treating your own wounds, plus 1 health. Now, I already have 8 health. I'm at full health, so that is effectively worthless to me. I can't have more than 8, so all we do in that turn is lose 1 resource. Let's see if we can roll anything but a 3. Hey, we rolled something other than a 3. We rolled a 2. So, for a 2, we move back towards the villas, which is not good. Is not good. Because all we do is burn a resource. Oh, wait. No, we're Stram 1. We don't draw a card. Never mind. I'm going to say I forgot to draw a card, but nope. I did not. So, let's go ahead and roll. Got a... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and ignore that roll for the sake of, Alright, we rolled a 6. So we move forward. Back in Stratum 2, people. And we draw a card. We have Jack of Diamonds. So we go through the document. Alright. You smell increasingly delicious. You smell something delicious. You follow your nose to where some roasted meat lies on the ground. Stomach growling. You move in to investigate and are yanked upwards in a net. This trap will not be easy to escape. On the following turn, do not move. Instead, roll a die to try to escape the net. On a 5 or 6, you escape and may move on the following turn. Do this every turn until you escape or die. Alright. So, that still burns 1 of our resources. So, we're not loving it. We are not loving it at all. And that's a 1. So, that doesn't do anything for us. So, we're going to burn 1 more, and then that's a 2. Once again, not really helping us here. So, we're quickly, that's a 2. We're quickly running out of supplies, y'all. We may, in fact, not be doing so hot now. Hot damn, that was a 6. So, we finally got out of the net. But at the cost of all of our rations. We are out of supplies. But we are out of the net. So now we can actually roll to move, and we move backwards. Now, Stratum 1, so we can't actually get a card and, whatnot. So we're going to roll again. And that time we got a 6. Apparently this dice only likes either low numbers or forgot I have to subtract a health because we are slowly dying of starvation. But our card is the 2 of clubs. Sorry, my little fancy reflective cards are a little reflective, but those are the ones I had on hand. Or 2 of spades, I'm sorry, I said clubs. 2 of spades. 2 of spades. Ooh. You hop playfully across a stream, jumping from stone to stone. Overconfident, you slip, twist your ankle, and fall in the water, choking yourself. -1 health. That's not great, y'all. We're not doing great. Actually, it's -2 health because we also have to burn one for the thing. So we are slowly dying. 5. We're moving further into the woods. Alright, let's draw a card. And we have the 2 of clubs. The 2 of clubs. 2 of clubs. We are. Oh, thankfully, it's something good. You discover a clear, fresh stream of water and refill your canteen. Plus 2 supplies. We're gonna plus 1 because we're gonna eat one as well, or drink one, I guess. That wonderful, clear, fresh stream of water helps satiate our hunger a little bit, I guess. All right. 6. We're moving further into the woods. And we are going to draw a Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts is all the way down at the bottom. It'll take me a second to get to. There we go. Okay, you spy a small group of figures dancing awkwardly around a pit of green flames. The light glints off of their bodies, which are full of sharp angles. One of them falls with a metallic clash, and the flame goes out. When you approach, the figures are gone, but the ash still glows faintly green. You scoop some up to take with you, plus 1 discovery. Cool, so we finally got another discovery. And we just need 1 more, but we are quickly running out of health and supplies. Let's see what this roll gives us. Alright, we have another 6. So we are going to move deeper into the woods. And we're going to draw a card. We have the 9 of Spades. The 9 of Spades. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm thyself. Alright, the 9 of Spades. The 9 of Spades. Trees here have roots so thick that they have dislodged the earth around them, forming cave systems. Beneath them, you see a faint glow from one of the caves, and follow it down a room filled with a web of multicolored metallic strands and blinking lights. When you touch one of them, it attacks you. When you touch one of them, it attacks you with a tiny bolt of lightning, and you retreat. -1 health. So, it didn't pass the vibe check, y'all. So we lost 1 health in our turn, and we lost 1 health because of, slowly starving to death. So, let's roll again, and maybe we can get a discovery and get the hell out of here. Or I can drop the dice in my lap. We got a 1. We got a 1. So, 1 is good, because we can move on back. Alright, but let's see what card we draw. We got the 3 of Hearts. So, the 3 of Hearts. Sorry, I wish they, the developer of this game, I really wish they would have given the document with the cards as a separate document aside from the rules, so that it's, easier to navigate. That's my only real... Ooh, this one ain't great. 3 of Hearts, yeah. Okay, this one ain't great. You disturb a large wild cat, which lashes out at you with its claws, hisses, and then bounds deep into the forest. -1 health. So, we lose 1 for the large cat that we bothered, and 1 for the, starvation. -2, we're down to 1 health. I don't think we're getting out of this forest, y'all. I really don't think we're getting out of this forest. But let's go ahead and take our turn. Maybe it'll give us a couple health, or some supplies, or kill us. And we got a 1. We're ever so closer to home. So close yet we can't reach. And we have the Jack of Spades. So, roll on back up to the Jack of Spades. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright. You're drawn to a greenish glow between 2 trees. Too late, you realize the glowing orb is attached to a monstrous creature whose jaws lie open, waiting for you to stumble inside. You try to jump out of the way before they snap shut on you. Roll 1 die. On a 1 or a 2, -1 health. So let's see if this creature eats me or if I starve right outside of its gaping maw. And 4. We die outside of its gaping maw. So, while I successfully didn't get eaten by that creature, then I am dead. All of my discoveries, lay about my corpse, and I am dead. But that went way quicker than I thought it would, so we're actually going to play another round. Whoa. We're going to play another round. -2. We're going to reset our counters back up to 8. We are now the son of my previous explorer. Or daughter. I'm going to give these a quick little shuffle. Maybe they'll suck less this time. By the way, I am terrible at shuffling cards. Like, I am real bad at it. Like, it's not even just because these cards are weird, because they're clear. These are what I call my drinking cards, by the way. That's the way I want to turn these around without looking. Oh, looking. By the way, I'm using Roll20 to play this like this, if anyone's interested. But yeah, like, I set this up in about 10 minutes, and it seems to work pretty well. This is my, you can see my stream. I mean, it looks fine. Looks fine and dandy. Okay. Shuffling. As I'm shuffling cards. Yeah, I want to do it like this. Once again, I'm sorry for anybody who actually knows what they're doing when it comes to shuffling cards. I am garbage at it. Absolute trash. But, shuffled. Alright. Let's go ahead. We're going to start off in Stratum 1 as always. And let's roll to see if, or no, I don't have to roll. I can just go. Nothing to find, but there's nothing to, venture. I can still see home. So let's move into the woods. And let's take our first turn. Wait, did I do that right? I'm going to play it that way. I don't know if that's actually right. But we're going to take our first turn. And we roll a 6. So we're going to move deeper into the woods. We're going to draw a card. And we have the Queen of Hearts, which I think I drew last time and was good. And the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, okay, this is a good one. You spy a small group of figures dancing awkwardly around a pit of green flames. The light glints off their bodies, which are full of sharp angles. One of them falls with a metallic clash, and the flame goes out. When you approach the figures, are gone, but the ash still glows faintly green. You scoop up some and take it with you. So that is a discovery. We found something. We're going to lose a supply because we ate it. So, Alright, let's go with our next turn. We're gonna... Which, by the way, this, let me know if this is working out. Like, I'm gonna have to review the finish, because this is 4. We got a 4. Which I think 3 and 4 means we just move in our same stratum, but not. We're gonna move up a little bit. And we're gonna draw the 9 of spades. 9 of spades is... What horrors does the 9 of spades? Oh, I drew this one too already. Shit. The trees here have roots so thick they have dislodged the earth around them, forming cave systems beneath them. You see a faint glow coming from one of the caves, and it follows down to a room filled with a web of multicolored metallic strands and blinking lights. When you touch one of them, it attacks you with a tiny bolt of lightning, and you retreat. -1 health. So that's not great. That's, I've been better. I've been better, card. Alright. Let's go ahead and roll again. And we have a 5. We're going to move deeper into the forest. And we're going to draw a card, which is the 3 of clubs. So we're going to go to our little list here. I keep catching my mouth on that napkin that I was using as a coaster, but now I have an actual coaster. And 3 of clubs. Which is all the way up, and I went the wrong way. 3 of clubs. A medium-sized tree collapses onto your shoulder, bruising you terribly. You swear you can hear giggling from the trees, but find no one there. -1 health. So, I'm just outright not having a good time in this one. So yeah, somebody knocked a tree onto us. Don't know who, don't know why. They did it. And we rolled a 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. We rolled a 5. Hold on, because I don't... Stop it. Don't know if I... No, I didn't subtract those, did I? I'm going to subtract 2 just to be safe. But I don't think I subtracted those. So we're going to move... Oh, I don't remember if I moved from those. Yeah, we moved deeper in. Okay. I'm going to assume that because we finally drew a new card. Or our second new card of the game. It's the Queen of Diamonds. So the Queen of Diamonds is... You step through a crumbling doorway, and the frame of a large building appears around you in blue light. A voice speaks at you from all around. The forest cannot be conquered. Persevere our legacy. A small, hard object with metallic lines on it appears in your hand. The frame disappears. So we made one discovery of a small metallic thingy. But we lost a resource. So we can find one more discovery, and then dip will be sitting pretty. So 3, which just means we move up or down. We'll move back down to the middle. And we drew the 5 of diamonds, which is very close, so I don't have to go looking for it. A swarm of softly glowing orbs surrounds you, singing with angelic voices, and does an intricate dance that leaves you mesmerized. As quickly as they appeared, they are gone. feel a deep sadness. No status effect or anything, just sad. Yeah, didn't discover anything, but didn't get any negatory effects. So, we just lose a resource. Let's go, next one. We rolled a 2. Hell yeah. 2 is what we want, because we are now moving out of the woods. Back towards our village. And we have 7 of diamonds. You brush against a strange, rust-colored plant, and it burns your skin. -1 health. Not great. Not the worst, not great. And we lose a resource on that turn. So, let's try to get more out of this forest. A 1. Ooh, we are moving back towards the exit, y'all. We have 5 of spades. And the 5 of spades gives us... You are investigating the thick metal walls of a still-standing ruin when a terrible sound hits your ears like a knife. A red light is flashing, blinding you, and you flee for your life. -1 health, and multiple players traveling together must roll movement separately the next turn. Now, we're not playing multiplayer, so it's only going to be -1 health. It's not the worst thing, but it doesn't do us any favors. So we lost a health, and we lost a resource. And we are... That's not great. We got a 6. So we're moving deeper into the forest. And our card is the 10 of clubs. So we... Sorry, I have it full screened for capture on my window. And every time I go to the top of it, it wants to freak out. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Was it the 10? It was a 10. Alright. Oh. A tall, ancient metal structure lowers or towers over you. You're not quite sure how stable it is. You might find something useful inside, if you risk exploring it. Optional. Roll 1 dice to explore the structure. So, if I roll 1 or 2, it's -1 health and -1 supply, which I really don't want to lose. 3 or 4, -1 supplies, but +2 discovery, or +1 discovery. A 5 or 6, +4 supplies and +2 discovery. So, realistically, anything above a 3 is decent for me. And son of a bitch, I rolled a 2, because of course I did. So, I am -1 supply, -1 health, and minus another health for my troubles. So I didn't actually have to roll that. I could have just been like, nah, I'm good, and gone about my turn. But I did decide to do it and lost out. So sometimes it be like that. And our next one is, I've rolled a 5. Is there a good place to show these? 5. Okay, I think that's as good as that's gonna get. 4 of diamonds. 4 of diamond. At the top of a pole planted in the soft ground, you see a small flashing orange light. Comes easily off of the pole and continues to flash slowly in your hand. You put it in your pack so as to avoid drawing unwanted attention. +1 discovery. So... Oh, no. Oh, sorry. -2. There we go. We have our 3 discoveries, but we almost dead. So unless the next thing gives us a bunch of health, we're screwed. A bunch of health and moves us backwards. 2. So at least we got the moving backwards part. Got that going for us. But the King of Hearts. Now, I haven't drawn a king yet, so let's see if a king is good or bad. I'm worried. This is... Ooh. You see a light and follow it into a beautiful grove of phosphorescent plants and fungi. You feel your spirits lift and your wounds mend. After resting a while, you take some cuttings from the plants, hoping you might be able to cultivate them away from the grove. +2 health, +1 discovery. So, +1, because I'm going to use a health, so, and +1. So, we have plenty of discovery, a little bit of health. Let's see if we can get back. This next one. Alright, we have a 5, which does not do us any favors. And let's see if we've died. 8 of diamonds. The 8 of diamonds. In an ancient brick structure, you find a box which has somehow been preserved inside. You find semi-transparent canisters of multicolored stone. Some type of ancient medicine, +1 discovery. So, sorry. -4. And that is where the story of our adventure ends yet again. We have not successfully survived the forest. We've succumbed to our hunger and passed away deep into the woods. We found many things. Unfortunately, they could not help us in this. Now, I think that about does it for tonight. I went a little bit longer than I normally. But as my cards fall over the front of me, we're cut cam 2 so y'all ain't just staring at my desk. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for coming. I appreciate every last one of you for being in the chat. I appreciate you for lurking. I appreciate you for all of it. Now, we are done for the night, but we're gonna check and see if anybody's on. I think Keith came online, so we're probably gonna raid him. And once again, I want to say, all of these games, every one that I played tonight, is up for sale on itch.io. The link for it has been popping up in my chat over and over again, and will be all this week. There's also another one, if you enjoyed the tabletop game, where, you know, if you enjoyed me playing a tabletop game, there's also a bundle for help for trans people in Texas. Another worthy cause to support. So, that'll do it for me. We are all done for today. I want to thank you all for being here. Y'all have a good night.